Newcastle are in talks with Southampton around a deal for Aaron Ramsdale to head to Newcastle. Now, the deal under discussion right now is a loan with an option to buy. Ramsdale, you can understand why he's keen to finalise the move to go potentially from a Championship side to a Champions League side in the form of Newcastle. No official bid at this moment in time, but things could accelerate pretty quickly. Newcastle did look into the possibility of signing him permanently last summer from Arsenal. They couldn't agree upon a fee, so he went to Southampton instead and signed a 4-year deal at Southampton. Ramsdale, Eddie Howe is a huge fan of him. They worked together. Eddie Howe signed him from Sheffield United to Bournemouth, gave him his Premier League debut. Newcastle want to bring in a keeper who can challenge for the #1 spot, challenge Nick Pope. And Ramsdale could be that man because it's not going to be James Trafford.
On that note then, is there a bit of goalkeeper musical chairs going on?
It's going to be fascinating to see what happens with less than 3 weeks to go until the start of the Premier League campaign. Aaron Ramsdale could be heading to Newcastle. Still in discussion, so a long way off here. James Trafford is having a medical at Manchester City. Newcastle tried to sign James Trafford. They agreed a fee with Burnley. But Manchester City, when James Trafford departed Manchester City, he agreed a clause in his contract, a matching clause in the contract. And Manchester City have decided to activate that. So they're going to spend £27 million to bring him back to the football club. What I think is going to be fascinating is who starts that first Premier League match against Wolves. Will it be Ederson or will it be James Trafford? And now
will it be Ortega, who's a top goalkeeper as well? Exactly.
And he's made some important saves for Manchester City over the course of the last few seasons. Let's bear in mind that save against Son 2 seasons ago arguably won Manchester City the Premier League title. But clearly now Burnley are looking at their options and they need a new #1. They've signed Max Weiss. They signed him earlier on this summer, but just 21 years of age. So will they look for a goalkeeper with some experience? Now, there's tentative interest in Stefan Ortega from Manchester City. What an interesting deal that would be. And also, they've looked at the potential of a deal for Nick Pope or Martin Dúbravka. Now, Nick Pope had a lot of success at Burnley. He signed for around £30 million to join Newcastle a few years ago. He has been a bit injury-prone over the course the last few seasons. So I think you can understand why Newcastle are looking for a goalkeeper to compete with Nick Pope. But a really interesting situation emerging because as one door opens, another one closes, and Burnley need a #1 as James Trafford is set to depart. And as far as Burnley are concerned, it has been a disappointing summer when it comes to players that are leaving the club. Josh Brownhill has confirmed in the last few minutes that he is leaving Burnley. He was their top scorer in the Championship last season, scoring 18 goals from midfield. He was the club captain as well. His contract expired in June. There was a new contract offer on the table. We weren't sure what he was going to do, but he has confirmed in the last few minutes he will be departing Burnley. He's ready for a new challenge after 5.5 years at Burnley, 2 promotions in there as well. He's had a really successful time there, but he's ready for a new challenge. He's held talks with a number of clubs, some in the Premier League, some domestically, some across the world as well. So we wait to see what his next steps are. But Josh Brownhill is departing Burnley. James Trafford will be departing any minute because he has a medical at City right now.